Libra, welcome to your career and money read. I hope you guys are doing fantastic. My name is Sadie if you are new here. Libra, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this message, share it, comment below. And this reading will be on your career and finances. I'm going to pull from this life purpose deck, and then I'm going to pull an oracle card, messages from the ancestors, the angels, and then we're going to get into some tarot, and we're going to just build this reading up from the ground, Libra. And let's see what the life purpose deck has to add to this. Now, some of you may resonate with this life purpose deck, or you may not. Some of you are already doing the thing that you want to do with your life. Others of you aren't. And so we want to see if Spirit has any advice for those who are not doing what they love to do. And you may resonate with this. You may not, Libra. This is general. So you have to apply the energies to your situation. And let's see what life purpose card wants to come out for Libra. 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 Take a deep breath, Libra. I just felt that energy. So if you've been holding that breath, let it go. Okay? Travel. Your life purpose involves traveling. So some of you very well could be looking into that. You could be already doing that, but a lot of you want to travel. You could be wanting to, they'll travel for work, or traveling to work is two different things, right? I feel like with travel and your life purpose involves traveling, some of you could be traveling the world, eating and tasting food. How wonderful is that? Wine, drinking wine and, doing a blog about it, or traveling for a company where you are asked to sample this and sample that. Your life purpose involves traveling, could be anything. Some of you could be wanting to become flight attendants, just so you can see the world, right? Just so you can go to these different parts of the world. Some of you could be staying home, working from home, and deciding that, listen, I could work from anywhere in the world, and that's what I want to do. I'm taking my laptop, I'm taking my sticky notes, and I'm going to explore the world with this. And how wonderful is that for those of you who are working from home? If you are able to, and you can, and you have the resources, why not travel with your laptop and go all over the place? Okay, so that's just the energy Spirit wants to give out. So you may resonate with that, Libra, okay? Let's pull an oracle card for you, Libra, and see what else Spirit wants to add for Libra. Okay. Oh, okay. So we get into Libra, because this came out, and it says an emotional phase or domestic development, eclipse in Cancer, acceptance. Okay, so we're gonna go into that in a second. But then let's pull one more. Moon and Sagittarius, discovery, freedom and adventure. This feels more like that travel energy coming in. So again, I feel as though some of you could be moving for work. Also, it's very likely that some of you could be deciding to move in order to do more of what you love, or for an opportunity to make more money. An emotional phase or domestic development, some of you definitely are moving. This three cards are definitely about movement, okay? Even freedom and adventure, that is about you exploring. Some of you could be exploring internally what you want to do. Some of you could be I see you writing lists or just thinking about all the different possibilities that are out there for you to explore, Libra. I think a lot of you want freedom. You want more freedom. Maybe you feel a little bit restricted in your work. You feel a bit pigeonholed, right? Like, I'm only able to do this. Maybe you don't feel like you have enough creative freedom in your job, Libra. And so you might be changing your job soon. You might be moving into a new home or moving to a new state or new country in order to explore these things that you want to explore, or to just go deeper into the things that you are already doing. Some of you are, like I said in the beginning, already doing the things that you were meant and sent here to do. And if you are, God bless you, and I wish you much success in that. But a lot of people are walking around this world not doing what Spirit is saying, not fulfilling their life purpose, not sitting in what they feel they need to do, and kind of just going through the motions of everyday life. And though we all have responsibilities, Libra, to take care of ourselves, to pay the bills on time and all that, there is always room to do what you love to do and to explore the things that you were sent here to do. We all were sent here for a purpose. And so there is an emotional phase coming up where you may have to say goodbye to an old job. You may have to say goodbye to a town you live in or the country you live in order to go after the things that you want to do here, Libra. It is going to be a moment of acceptance, right? Because we can only resist something for so long until it becomes so uncomfortable that it's going to be pushing us out of our comfort zone totally. I always say that things come in a whisper and then it gets louder and louder, and that's so true. So if you've been feeling and having dreams or feeling like things are lining up, synchronicities are coming together and trying to pull you in a certain career path or a certain, maybe some of you feel like you need to go back to school, whatever it is, don't ignore that prompting. There's something there, and even if it's not in that arena, it will lead you to the right path. It's always divine path when you follow it, because you can ignore it. It's not always set in stone, okay? You have to be able to follow your inner promptings, those things that you feel led to do. And so it's definitely the time now. The moon in Sagittarius, you have the new moon in Sagittarius is coming up. Don't quote me, look it up online, but it's definitely this week or the following week. And so you want to look up when the new moon is in Sagittarius, because it might hold some insight into when this domestic development is coming into play, when your emotions might be at its highest. And so definitely look into the when the new moon is in Sagittarius. I feel very led to say that. Okay, so let's pull you advice from the ancestors, spirit guides, angels. Okay, Libra, let's for Libra. All right, you have great teacher. Learn from your spiritual experiences. Learn from your spiritual experiences. Okay, so some of you have been feeling as though you could have been feeling like you're getting signs, right? Maybe you feel as though you're going crazy because the signs are so evident, or they could be evident, or they could be very shielded, meaning it's so slight that you can't even notice it if you're not paying attention. Some of you have been having awakenings, right? Awakening to your life purpose, kind of just been grappling with this feeling that there's more out there, Libra, or there's more for you to do. It's going to be different for all of you, but you've been feeling led, okay? And the pigeon on this card, the bird or whatever you call it, um, it represents spirit guidance, okay? And so, and I think I know I've been speaking about that lately, especially I just spoke about it in this message here. is that you've been feeling a pull, feeling a prompt, feeling something coming in. You can't quite put your finger on it, or you have been ignoring it, not diving deeper into it. And you want to learn from those things. You want to listen, and so you can go in the direction that you were meant to go in. You need to learn from your spiritual experiences, not run from them, not be fearful of them. Sometimes when we get these awakenings to purposes, to our purpose, to the things that we were led to do, it can cause friction, right? Within ourselves, within the family, within the friendships, because people primarily want people to stay the same, right? Because people don't like change. And so you might have a little pushback from a partner or a friend or family or your children to say, what are you doing? What do you mean you're going down to part-time so you can go back to school? What do you mean you are changing jobs? Like, that job is great. The job that you have is already great. What do you mean? Like, people will kill to have that job. All these things, right? People do to keep you in their comfort zone. And so you need to move past that. You need to be able to spread your wings, understand that the purpose was given to you and not them. And people will not understand it because it wasn't given to them to understand. So learn. There could be some mentors coming in, Libra. There could be people coming in to show you the way. You could be seeking out these teachers or seeking out these spiritual experiences. Some of you really could be going into healing work, or into some type of facet of spiritual guidance. You very well could be starting a club, or like a book club, or like an online thing. Whatever it is, Libra, Spirit is leading you in that path for a reason, okay? So we're going to pull some tarot to look at your past, your present, and your future. Let's pull some tarot for Libra. Advice for Libra Spirit. You had a card fall out to the floor. So whatever goes to the floor comes to the door, Libra. That's the rule of thumb in tarot. So we're going to pick up that card in a second and see what that was. Okay. That's that. Give me 1 second. All right, so the card that came out, wow, I'll say the Ace of Cups. Wow. Okay, so that's in your past position. But we're going to get into that in a second. Let me not jump ahead. And then you have the Strength card. You have the Knight of Pentacles. In your present, you have the Two of Pentacles. Choices, choices. Libra's favorite thing, right? Can't decide, can't decide. The Eight of Wands. Wow. Fast movement, fast things coming at you very quickly here, Libra. The Temperance, another card of balance, choices. And then in your future, you have the Ten of Swords. And you won't be able to see it, but I will move it up eventually. You have the Ten of Pentacles. And lastly, you have the Magician. Absolutely beautiful, Libra. Okay. So let's go into this, Libra. Wow. Okay, with the Ace of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles, some of you definitely had a offer or something come in. And I see Pentacles not only as tangible things like finances or home or anything like that. I also see it as like divine conversation, right? About your finances or some area of your home, if that makes sense. There was something that you thought of, something that came to you. It came in very slowly. You might have started thinking about a business that you can do. You might have already started this business, and it's been a very slow, progressive movement. Like, it's been kind of cringeworthy, huh, Libra? Like, it's, you have the idea, you either been working towards it, or you've been mulling it over, or whatever it is for you, Libra. But it hasn't been easy. The Strength card, the Ace of Cups, this was definitely something that you love. Okay. So what I'm feeling is that something came to you, an idea, you started something new, you might have started a new job, or you found something that wasn't, that you didn't know about, as it's something that you will want to do, but it's not going as you had planned, if that makes sense, Libra. For Strength to sit in the middle of your past read, in your past spread, in your read, it tells me that this process is very slow, okay? And you've had to have strength about it. You've had to have courage, okay? You've had to consider a few things here. Maybe you had to consider how it will make other people feel. Maybe you had to kind of put a lot of things in place with this career, this inspired action. I feel like there's something that you want to do here, Libra. I'm just going to put it out there. The Ace of Cups is, and this is not a romantic spread, so we won't be talking about love, but it does feel as though you love something, something that you are doing, something that you want to do, something that provides freedom. You might have been doing it on the side. You might have noticed it. It came out of nowhere, where you were like, oh, I feel so good when I do that thing. Or I feel so happy when I'm in that place. Or I feel so happy when I have those thoughts of that thing. Whatever it is, Libra, you are enjoying it, or you felt like you would enjoy it. But it hasn't been all rainbows and sunshine, Libra, okay? Or it just hasn't been what you would hope it would be. It's been very slow. There's some movement, but not a lot of movement, okay? And that's about to change. I'll tell you that now, okay? Then you have the Two of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and then you have the Temperance. There's a lot of energy in your present cards about deciding on a road. Like, you may be, excuse me, you may be at a fork in the road. You may be feeling as you have two different options. Something is coming in very fast, because we know the Eight of Wands, excuse me, I'm going to take a sip of water. We know the Eight of Wands is fast moving energy. And this is like things that's going to kind of catapult you to where you want to be. It's going to move you fast into something that you want to do. But it's not going to be a comfortable necessarily move, okay? Some of you may be deciding between going back to school, deciding on working and going back to school full time, not working at all. If you can do that, some of you are deciding on two things. That's very evident in your present energy. There's something here about which one do I choose. Simple as that. I do feel the energy of getting advice from spirit, right? So you don't want to make this decision on a whim. You don't want to say, okay, close my eyes and choose that. You want to kind of sit with it. You want to really pray to your spirit guides, to your ancestors about this decision. There's something here about a duality, something about this or that, okay? So it's going to be different for all of you. And it's funny because this is the game of Libra, right? There's always this energy of trying to decide and balance everything. And most of the time, Libras have trouble with balance is because they're trying to satisfy everyone around them, right? And that's just impossible to do. And so it's going to come a time very soon where you're not going to be able to sit on it anymore, Libra. So if you've been thinking about moving to two different places, you have options, or you've been thinking about working and going to school, going back to school, growing your finances, investing, spending money on something, it's time to make a decision. That's what I feel with these cards. And it could go back to this travel. It could go back to you discovering what you love to do. It could go back to you deciding that you want more freedom in your everyday life. You want more opportunities to be free, to explore what you it has been put in your heart with the Ace of Cups. Because that's how I see the Ace of Cups. I've always seen the Ace of Cups like that, as it can mean an offer of love in the love readings, but it don't necessarily have to be that. I see that as an offering from spirit to your heart, saying, Libra, we want you to do this, or we feel as though this is what we no, this is what we sent you here to do. It's been hitting you in your heart, Libra. You've been feeling it. You can't sleep. Maybe you feel a bit overwhelmed by the thought, but it's not going away, Libra. You want more freedom. You want more energy to do the things that you want to do. Some of you really want to grow your finances. And that's why you started the side business. I do see that too with your past energy, with the Knight of Pentacles. There was an offer from Spirit, or there was an opportunity to expand your finances in some way, and it's been a slow process, whatever it is, Libra. Okay, and your and your future, because I could stay on this all day, right? I really can. In your future, you have the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and then the Magician. And this is beautiful freaking energy. The Ten of Swords is endings to anything that has been stressful. So like I said, if you've been like struggling with your finances, or you've been struggling to get things going, things have been very slow and like creaking along. You see the Knight of Pentacles, he's not on the horse. The horse would get him there faster, but he's walking. He's walking beside the horse. And so he's taking his time, not because he's like he's so silly that he doesn't see the horse there, but because he knows that there's wisdom in growth, right? He knows that there's wisdom in taking his time to develop. And so some of you may have wanted to go from 0 to 100 real quick. You know that song by Drake. And that's just not going to happen. It takes time to develop things. It takes time for energy to come in, for the right people to connect to you, for the opportunities to line up. You do not want to go to 0 to 100, because you would fall back to 0 real quick. You won't be able to know what to do with 100 if you don't go through the 1, 2, 3s, and 4s and continue on. Right, Libra? So you want Spirit to guide you gradually. You would feel totally overwhelmed if you went from 0 to 100. And people say, no, I definitely know I want to be a millionaire. I definitely know I want to be this. I will be able to handle $1 million. Will you? Or will you just take the $1 million, buy a bunch of things, end up back where you started, right? And end up back at 0. That's for some of you, not all of you, of course. But you don't ever want to rush the process. And that's what I feel with the Knight of Pentacles. With the Ten of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, the two tens here represents, first of all, the Ten of Swords represents endings, but the 10 also represents new beginnings, right? Because what comes after 10? 1. And by the way, I just realized that the Magician is the first card in the major arcana. And so in this particular deck, I should say, actually. But anyways, I do feel as though there's something ending and beginning. Ten of Pentacles is no joke, okay? That is financial freedom in its totality. Like, there's nothing higher than that when it comes to the Pentacles. And so if you think that this opportunity won't lead you to abundance, that is a damn lie. Okay, you are going to be free in your finances. I see a lot of coins in your future. You are definitely a master at manifesting the life you want here, Libra. We see that clearly with the Magician, where you are concentrating on what you want. You are taking your choices serious, as we saw with the Temperance, we saw with the Two of Pentacles, where you are not, this is not something that's light, that you're taking lightly. You are taking this very serious. And that is a great thing to do, Libra, because it's going to lead you to more abundance, more sustainable abundance. We don't want abundance that comes and goes, right? People say, I want to make it to the end of the week. Well, you will, and then next week you'll be fighting for more money. Here, Libra, I feel with you is that you want money to be able to give and not borrow. You want more abundance in your career, in your finances, in your home, in your health. There's going to be a lot of abundance coming your way. You've been manifesting. You've been working hard towards this. You've been diligent. You have been taking this serious. There's been a lot of strength, a lot of growth, a lot of trial and error here too, Libra. I do feel that you've been sacrificing even, right? Maybe you've been sacrificing your time, your fun time, or sacrificing some area of your life here. There is great opportunity to explore what you want to do, Libra. I do feel like you're getting free from something that you don't want to be in anymore. It comes in any form. We are not in charge of how Spirit delivers these things to us. We can only go with the flow. And so, Libra, I do feel as though you need to accept this challenge from Spirit. You need to accept your past. Accept that this is needs to be a part of your experience. It's going to lead you to the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to have ending to the stagnant. If you've been feeling stagnant or you've been feeling like things are going too slow, that's ending. You're manifesting the life you dreamed of, and things are really coming together here, Libra. So we're going to pull from this deck. This is just cards that I wrote words on, that I felt led to write words on. And so we're just going to pull you a couple of cards from here and see if Spirit wants to add anything else to this already fantastic read, Libra. Yeah, a lot of you want to be free from something, from a job situation, a company. And a lot of people do not want to be entrepreneurs. So that is not all that I'm saying here, Libra. You could very well just want a job that pays you better. You could be wanting to have a closer commute to work. All these things are different for different people, and people value abundance in different ways. Some people want abundance of time, where they don't want to work a lot. They want to be able to spend more time at home or on things they love. And some people want to work more. They feel very bored. They feel very apathetic, right? Like they feel like things are not happening. What's going on? I need to get a job. I need to do this. But whatever it is, Libra, Spirit is definitely guiding you towards the thing that you want to do, and you'll fully support it. Okay, so let's pull. You have hand. Someone will ask for help. Give freely. Be generous. So you may be, you may have someone asking you for help soon, either financially or otherwise. Give freely, be generous. As we know, as everything goes out, Libra, things come back in. So if you hold on to something too tightly, you don't have, your hand is not free to accept more. Okay, so the more we give out, the more we get back, is what I'm trying to say. You never want to have a closed fist. Okay, and stop. Don't be impulsive. Don't be impulsive. Save your money, Libra. Don't make rash decisions. And we felt that with the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance, right? We felt this energy of, should I do, should I not, right? And so you are on the right track here, Libra. And lastly, you have vacuum, scarcity mindset, limiting beliefs. Libra, I do want you to understand that it is a mindset. If you are thinking I don't have enough, you won't have enough. I believe I said it to you. in this reading or before this reading is that some people want to make it to next week, or they want to make it to the end of the week, and that's exactly what happens. You make it to the end of the week, and then that's it. You then have to think again about following week. How am I going to make it through this week? And you don't want to have a scarcity mindset. You don't want to be limiting your possibilities, the things that you are capable of doing. Notice that the vacuum is sitting on top of the magician. Okay, and that's in direct contradiction to scarcity mindset. The magician knows that he has capabilities beyond anything this world can ever dream of. He has all the tools. He can become a millionaire next month if he wanted to, because he is in his full power. He has everything he needs. So stop limiting yourself, Libra. Don't define yourself by any past experiences or the people around you. So if people around you have been limited, doesn't mean Libra will be. Doesn't mean you will be. So you definitely want to expand your horizons here, Libra. Get out of that scarcity mindset. Allow yourself to grow and be grown by spirit, and allow the energies that's working for you to work for you. Okay, Libra? So I hope this reading resonated for you. And if so, don't forget to hit the subscribe button before you leave. Like this message, share it, comment below, and I'll see you on the next one, Libra. Have a blessed 2022. Bye.